Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a reverse canvas using our Get Naked transfer. First, you get any size canvas you want, and you're going to want to remove the staples from the back of the canvas. I am using an arrow stapler remover, but if you have a hobby knife such as an X-Acto, you can just cut the canvas away from the frame. That's actually a lot easier than the process I'm doing because there's times the staple remover gets stuck on the staple and I have trouble taking it out. Then you'll remove the canvas from the frame and you'll get anything you want to stain the frame. I am using our Tide colored paste today to color the frame. You can use stain, you can use acrylic paint, anything you want. I just like the versatility of our paste, so that's what I'm going to use today. I'm just dab it around, use some water to dilute it, and to make the stain spread easier. You want to make sure you stain the whole frame. I like to do the back side just to have a nice clean finish. You can you also want to make sure you paste the inside of the frame and the outside of the frame, and then of course the front. The front does have some staples, but it's okay, you can paste over it. I don't really mind the look of the staples. If your customer does, or if you do, you can always try to remove those staples with the stapler remover. I use my heat gun to dry the paste faster. You can use the same or a hair dryer, or you can just let it air dry naturally. Whichever you prefer, it just depends on how much time you actually have to work on your project. So if you're in a rush, a blow dryer or a heat gun, if you have it, is always a nice tool to have to help speed the process. What I'm doing now is making sure to paint the outside of my frame. Just remember to get every corner, inner, outer, and get it nice and covered. If you haven't noticed by now, I am a super hot mess, and luckily our paste wipes off easily with baby wipes or soap and water. Next, you're going to grab your transfer and center it on your canvas. Oops, like I said, I'm a hot mess. I got some paste on my canvas. No worries, just picked it up with the baby wipe, and also my frame will cover it more than likely, so it's okay. When you place your transfer on the surface, you do want to smooth it out to the best of your ability, just to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. If there are air bubbles, you will get a lot of bleeding in your project, and you don't want that. Now it's time for your paste. You want to make sure you stir your paste and add some water if it's not the correct consistency. And then you'll just slather some onto your transfer and spread it out nice and even, ensuring you get every part of the silk screen covered. And then you lift your transfer. So I did get some slight bleeding, but I think it is because of the canvas texture. I did find out after I made this canvas to try sanding the canvas, and that might help it. Another thing I've heard is paint the canvas before like a white color. So there are different options you have to try not to get that bleeding on your project. Next, you're going to want to center your frame around your design. And once you have that figured out exactly where you want, there's different ways of getting the canvas back onto the frame. The easiest way is using a hot glue gun, as I'm using now. But just be careful, because once you place it on there, that's it. You can't really move it anymore. At least I don't like moving it. Another option, and an option I normally use, is using a staple gun. I didn't have staples for my stapler gun, so I wasn't able to use that today, which is why I used the hot glue gun. But when you are using the staple gun, you want to make sure you're pulling on the transfer to make sure it's nice and tight. after your canvas is secured to your frame, you're going to want to cut off the excess canvas. You don't want it showing through or peeking through. It just takes away from the quality of your canvas. So just make sure you get off every little part. If it's not cut even, it's okay because the canvas will be propped up against something or on the wall. And here's the final product. What do you think? I hope you all like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell. Bye.